Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This one, we are doing a DraftKings NBA best ball draft. And this is going to be interesting because I have watched a few Mike Zakarian videos about best ball, but that's on Underdog. It's completely different over here. I think maybe we can get an advantage doing it on DraftKings versus Underdog. First of all, their big contest is only 25% full and Underdog is like 40%. There are way fewer bigs on DraftKings, so I think you really need to get a good big. There's also two flex positions, and the scoring is slightly different as well. So you only get 2 points for a blocker steal. There's a 1.5 point bonus for double double and a 3 point bonus for a triple double. So if your guy gets triple double, basically you get extra 4.5 points with the double double and triple double. But off the bat, looking down the rankings, like Wemby is a forward, Sabonis is a forward, Anthony Davis is a forward, Chet Holmgren and Karl-Anthony Towns all forwards. So on Underdog, it seems like there's a lack of forwards. Over here, there might be a plethora of forwards, honestly. So I think we need a good amount of bigs. There's also two flex spots over here. So let's just jump into a draft. It's going to be my first one on DraftKings or Underdog. See, right now on DraftKings, if you haven't signed up for their fantasy site, you get $20 for free to play with. So you could enter this $15 contest for free with the link and then have $5 extra to play DFS. If you sign up for the sportsbook, you can still get this deal if you haven't signed up for the daily fantasy. So definitely check that out as well. Okay, so we're in the draft here. We got pick 9. Not ideal to get a center in the first round unless Embiid slips to us. That would be great. They have Sengun ranked as 11. I think too high to get him. Could possibly wait until 16 and get Sengun, which would be a good start. I just want to lock up a good center early. Okay, so my pick was going to be Anthony Davis. Anthony Edwards is here, which seems too early to go Edwards, but I do think the guards may be lacking over here. All right, so I went Anthony Edwards. Honestly, I kind of hate that pick. Wish I could have got Anthony Davis here. I think Tatum was too early, especially because there's so many wings. I probably honestly like John Morant better too, and I probably should have just took him even though he's ranked 13th. At 16 here, don't know what we're going to do. We got Scotty Barnes, Banchero, who I'm eyeing right now. I think I like them better than LeBron, even though LeBron, I guess, gets triple doubles. And Ja almost came back to me. That would have been great. But I'm going to go Scotty Barnes here. I know he's like a top 8 pick usually on Underdog. But like I said, wings not as important over here. But we got Edwards, Barnes to start. I think a pretty good start. Now we got to wait a while. Okay, we're coming up here. I got Cunningham and Mobley queued up. Like I took Cunningham. I think I'm going to go Mobley just to lock up a big because the next ones are Vucevic. I think it's way too high for Vucevic. Jared Allen at 41. Gobert at 44 actually sounds kind of decent with the double-double bonus. So I could go Jaylen Brown, but I think I'll just go Mobley here. And then if Gobert is up with pick 44, I might go Gobert for the double-double bonus, and rebounds are more. We also have Jalen Johnson down here, who I really like. And still Jaylen Brown on the board. He's not going to come back to me. Most likely. I do like Julius Randle as well now on the Timberwolves, but I have Anthony Edwards, so I don't know if those like correlate well enough on a week to week basis here. But they do play different positions. Okay, I'm up next. I'm either taking Markkanen or Jalen Johnson. And I think here I'm going to go with Jalen Johnson. So right now we got Edwards, Barnes, Jalen Johnson, and Mobley. Obviously, had to reach for Mobley here at center, but I think really good value, Jalen Johnson. Pretty sure he's getting picked around like 30th over on Underdog, so I think a good pick there. Could have a huge season. Okay, I'm up again. I'm going center again. I'm going Miles Turner here. I can't trust Mobley as like my only center here, so dipped into another center. I think next pick I have to go guard here. Like I said, it does seem there are a lack of good guards left already. Like we got Cam Thomas, Hero, Simons, Kobe White, Garland, Levine. I actually like Levine here. 75 though. I think it may be too early to go Levine. I think I'm going to have to reach on a guard, take Levine. Way too high. Or I could go Jimmy Butler or a third center in Nurkic or Mikal Bridges. Okay, so I actually went Mikal Bridges here. I think he's going to be in a better spot without DiVincenzo there now. Obviously, OG Anunoby could miss a bunch of games too. So I actually like him better, and I know he's been taken way higher than pick whatever I was, 64. So I think some good value here, even though he's 69 ranked, but we still only have one guard. We have to get guards here now. A guy I'm targeting for my next pick, I'm still like 14 picks away, which is not good. Pick 81. I'm targeting Jordan Poole around here, possibly even D'Angelo Russell. We could go Josh Hart. And then kind of a sleeper down here, I think Amen Thompson is kind of a guy that could be slept on. But the steals and blocks are only 2 points, so I don't know if he's as valuable as on a site like Underdog. Levine's still there at 75, so if he comes back to me at 81, definitely taking Levine. I think Levine is slept on Underdog. And I don't even know if I mentioned that the playoff formatting of this is different. So there's like 4 rounds, and only the top 36 teams out of 31,000 make it to round 4. So I'm not really playing for round 4. I'm not really worried about tanking because round 2 and 3 are like in February and March, I think. So teams shouldn't be tanking by then. Okay, coming up in 2 picks, we still got Russell and Poole on the board. We also have Josh Hart. And someone just took D'Angelo Russell. I'm taking Jordan Poole here at 85. I think that is a steal here. And I waited until like my 7th pick here to take my second guard. But I think Poole, not a bad second guard here to get. Has potential to have a massive season and showed some of that at the end of last year when they got that new coach. So not mad about that pick. But now we're already coming up at 88. We got Thompson down here who should be available at 88. But then also I like Vassell. I think Vassell could be a steal here. I think I'd go Vassell over Thompson. I'd go Josh Hart if he's there though, because okay, well he got taken, so we got Vassell, Thompson queued up. I don't know if I'd go Rozier over Vassell, but he would probably be my third option. Okay, we're up here. I'm gonna take Devin Vassell. He's ranked 98, but I think that's too low. I'm not exactly sure why they said he was injured. I don't think he's injured either. So what do we got here? So for guards, we got Edwards, Poole, Vassell. Forwards, Barnes, Jalen Johnson, Mikal Bridges. Our bigs, Mobley and Turner. I'm not confident about their scores every week. I think I have to go center with one of my next 2 picks here. And it's looking pretty thin at center. The guy I actually like as a sleeper is Drummond. Whenever Embiid's out, he just has huge games. But you can see how thin this is getting. And really outside of Mark Williams, Sarr, Lopez, Kessler, Gafford, Carter, you're looking at like backups here now. So we're really getting thin at center. I think I have to go center here with my next pick. Hopefully one of those guys is going to be around. Okay, don't like to be in this spot, but I'm taking Walker Kessler here, I guess. Out of these, Brook Lopez or Kessler on upside, not exactly sure. I'll go Kessler. I think I had to get a third big there just with the way that bigs go so fast over here. Had to get one locked up. So I'm coming up at pick 112. Amen Thompson just got taken. Considering going 4th big here with Brook Lopez. And then we have Alex Sarr as well. So Lopez or Sarr. I'm going to go Mark Williams for some upside. I know he was actually injured, but I do think he's getting drafted ahead of all these guys. So if he does play, I think that's pretty good to have as a 4th big. So I'm at 4 bigs. Probably going to be done going big. And we got 3 guards, 3 forwards now. So we can just go guard forward the rest of the way here. I think definitely some sleepers to be found out here. Okay, we're coming up, and I'm not sure we could afford to pass on one of these guards here. DiVincenzo or Shaedon Sharpe. I think I like going to DiVincenzo here At pick 129, he's ranked 120. I think I like that to get another guard. I don't think my guards are as strong as my forwards, and there's still a ton of solid forwards coming down the line for me at pick 136. Some guys I have targeted is Asar Thompson here, who I guess is still dealing with some blood clot or something, which is not great. Matherin's still down here. I'll start him. And I started Cam Johnson at 147. Seems way too low. And then honestly, if Shaden Sharp comes back to me at 136, should I wait? Okay, Sharp got taken right before. So that, you know, makes so I don't have to make that decision. So I could go Asar Thompson or Cam Johnson. I think I like going Cam Johnson here. I think they're both steals. Maybe Cam Johnson will come back to me here at 147, but my next pick is 153, which is not great. Okay, I am thinking about with 4 spots left, instead of just going 6-6-4, I could get a 5th big here because my bigs are not ideal. Mark Williams, super injury prone. Kessler, don't even know how much he's going to play. Then you got Miles Turner, and you have Evan Mobley, who again, I don't know how they're going to be in a season-long format, especially when blocks are only 2 points. And those guys do get a good amount of points with blocks. So I could be thinking about a center sleeper. And I mean, a sleeper would be Mitchell Robinson or Daniel Tice, who could be the starting center for the Pelicans. Then you also have Missy on the Pelicans, who they drafted. But it seems like Tice is going to be their starting center. So Tice could be a sneaky play here. I don't know if he has massive upside, which I'm kind of looking for with the 5th big. And then Klingon still on the board at 134. I would love if he fell all the way down to me here. So I'm going to queue up Klingon. Okay, Klingon just got taken. Okay, I don't like anyone here. Reed Shepard. All right, I went with a flyer and I took Buddy Hield. Who knows if he could be the starting shooting guard on the Warriors. And he could still get 20 a game, so I think a high upside pick here. Okay, next pick, we're going to go Herb Jones. I think he fell pretty far here, and I think that looks like the move for me. I'm going to be taking him here. Okay, coming up, I actually think I'm more comfortable at guard, so I want to go forward here, but I don't know who I want to take. We got DeAndre Hunter and Hendricks, McDaniels, Ron Holland. I think I'm going to go DeAndre Hunter here. I think more upside without DeJounte Murray for him to score. I'm pretty sure he averaged like 16 points per game last year. So if he could bump that up to like 17, 18, I think insane value here, towards the end of the draft. So we only have 1 pick left. Still debating if I go a high upside big or grab another guard. I'm pretty comfortable with my guards. Anthony Edwards, Poole, Vassell, DiVincenzo, Buddy Hield right now. And then my bigs are Mobley, Turner, Mark Williams, and I took Kessler before that. So I don't know, an upside play could be Robert Williams. It could be Filipowski if they decide to move on from Kessler and Markkanen. Could be Mitchell Robinson if he actually comes back from injury. I think pretty risky. Or we could go guard, but I don't see much upside with these guards. Maybe Miles McBride. I'm going to go Robert Williams here, hoping he gets traded to like the Pelicans or something, or the Knicks. So that's my draft here. I went 5 bigs, which I was not planning on, but bigs go so fast over here. Probably a mistake to go 5 bigs, but I didn't see much guard upside left on the board to make it warranting to where one of these guys would ever fall in my lineup here. I can't really see a situation, even if these guys are playing like 30 minutes a night. I don't really see upside out there, so went with the 5th big. Looking at the draft board, I really like this start of locking up your big, then going back-to-back guards here, then 2 pretty solid forwards here going back to guard. 3rd forward and 4th forward, pretty weak though, so I do think this team is going to be weak at forward. I think I would have went 3 forwards straight here if I was in that situation. Over here they started 3 guards, then went big with Ayton, which I don't mind at 47. Paul George and Ingram as your 2 wings with Keegan as the 3rd. I think that is pretty weak. Here they started forward, then went guard, forward, forward, guard, guard. Waited to get Eddie with their first big, and then Lively and Okongwu. And they're on the clock now. They might go a 4th big here. They went Miles McBride. Okay, this one went Giannis, 3 straight guards, 2 straight bigs. So their first and second big are Duran and Zubac, which I don't love that. Then they came back, got Sarr as their 3rd big. Okay, over here, this guy started Embiid, which I like. Then went wing, guard, wing, 3 straight guards. Didn't get his second big until Gafford. So obviously just hoping that Embiid is the guy there. They got Gafford and Klingon. So I kind of like what this last spot did. They got Halliburton, then Sengun, 2 double-double machines here with that bonus. And then also you get your big locked up here. Then they went 2 pretty solid forwards. Came back with a guard, then got another really good forward who I think is pretty underrated at pick 61 here. Then went heavy on the guards. Picked up another big in Drummond as their 2nd big. So this team really lacking in bigs here. Drummond and Nick Richards outside of Sengun, so they really have to hope Sengun is an elite big, which I'm personally not convinced. All right, another one I like here is going Tatum, then Morant, solid guard forward. I don't like Holmgren here, especially because he is a wing. But then I like getting Vucevic and Claxton here as your first 2 bigs. I think that looks pretty solid. I think the ideal spot to be is in the top 5 here. So you can get Jokic or Embiid and lock up your big. And then you can go Embiid, Banchero, which is pretty great. You could have got Embiid, Harden, which would look good as well. I mean, this guy could have had an insane team. He could have gone Embiid, and then he could have got a guard, so he could have gone Ball, and then waited to get his first wing and got Zion here, and Julius Randle. And then he could have came back, and I don't like Van Vliet, but he could have gone Murray. That would have been an insane team. I'll recap my team. I went Anthony Edwards first, which I was not stoked about. Then went Scotty Barnes. I think good value there. Reached for a big with Mobley. Then Jalen Johnson. I think good value at 40. Miles Turner for the 2nd big. Bridges. I think good value there. They went back-to-back guards. I think both pretty good value here. Poole and Vassell. They locked up 2 more bigs. Could have been a mistake. Probably should have just gone 1 big here and taken Amen Thompson here instead of Mark Williams. But then I came back and got DiVincenzo, who I think was great value. And then I got Osar Thompson really late at 136. Could be a steal. Came back, got Buddy Hield. Not stoked about the Buddy Hield pick, but it's basically a boom or bust pick here. I just noticed someone took Bryce James, and they followed that pick up with Miles Plumlee, or is that Mason Plumlee? So just a wasted pick there. They also took Ben Simmons, pick 98. This guy was going crazy, but got distracted. Coming back to my team, Herb Jones, I think good value at 160, especially if they trade Ingram. And then DeAndre Hunter, again, I think great value at 177. And then Robert Williams, I mean, I think he should be fully healthy. He basically has been out for like 2 years. A prime trade candidate. He could go somewhere like the Pelicans or the Knicks and like immediately be playing 25 minutes a night and possibly be a better fantasy player than Mobley and Miles Turner. So I am liking actually how this came out. Actually, right now on DraftKings, if you haven't signed up for their fantasy site, you get $20 for free to play with. So you could enter this $15 contest for free with the link and then have $5 extra to play DFS. If you sign up for the sportsbook, you can still get this deal if you haven't signed up for the daily fantasy. So definitely check that out as well.